If you are new to trading and you are struggling to find the trend, struggling to identify the movements, please watch this video until the end. I'll explain to you bit by bit clearly how you can identify your trend. Let me explain. Alright guys, welcome back with another educational video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are making good enough profits for yourself. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys about bank orders. Alright. Now, as we all know, if you're a retail trader, you must know this. So basically the chart is moved by the banks, alright? Institutions, huge firms, alright? These are the few big sharks that move the market, alright? So we know that all these big firms, they move the market. Now, how do we identify or how do we join the trend following their orders, alright? In simple terms, how do we enter as the bank, alright? So as we all know, the bank don't trade on charts, bro. They don't look at this, alright? The bank, basically, they go into DOM. If you don't know what is DOM, DOM is basically the depth of market, alright? They trade on the depth of market. What is depth of market, you may ask? I will simplify this for you to easily understand. Basically, all these huge firms, they will set their buy limits and also their sell limits, right? So they will set all this between the price. So when price came to their buy limit, they will dump in billions or maybe, I don't know, millions, billions. They will dump in their money, they will invest in it, and then they will push the price up. So they basically move the price with billions of dollars, alright? That's a simple way for me to explain this. I don't want to go more in depth later. I don't want you guys to be confused, alright? So, let's talk about bank orders. How do we identify the bank orders, alright? Since we, as a retail trader, we only have the candlesticks, alright? We only have the candlestick to look and to trade. We don't have any more tools, fancy indicators, none of that. I don't use any indicators, alright? Besides for this period separator thingy, alright? Okay. And yeah, I'll teach you guys how to identify this by using candlesticks. Alright, focus. I want you guys to pay close attention to this. So we are in the H1 time frame. So this period separators here, as you can see, this represents days, alright? Let's say this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and also day 5, alright? So now we're in the H1 time frame, so it's a bigger time frame, expect big moves. So let's start over here. Price basically opened at this area here, it pushed up, it gave us a opening gap here, and then it just pushed up. Okay, first day market was in a sideways move, as you can see here. Market was just doing sideways moves, and then on day 2, as you can see, after doing sideways, the market decided to dump down. Okay, first indicator. Okay, after a sideways, if it does this, that's the first indication that market is going on a trend. Alright, first indication there. Price keep on pushing down, push down, push up, push down, push up, push down until here, and then pushed up again, we pushed down on day 3. So this thing shows that market is basically pushing down on the higher time frame. Okay, see here, this is how you identify volume. I always talk about volume. This is how you capture the volume, alright? we don't want to trade in a market where it does this. Because where's your trend? I don't see a trend here. Do you guys see a trend here? All I can see is a box where it's stuck in a box. Okay. Over here on day 2, you can start to see some kind of a change. Okay. So first volume, we have our second volume and our third volume. So once you see all this, as you can see here, okay, once you see all this, which is came up, go down. Second, we have one volume, second volume, and then we have third volume. Once you see this, as you can see, you can drop down to your lower time frame and find for an entry. How do you find for an entry? Good question. Let me just mark this area for you guys so that I can remember. All right. You go to M5. All right. Good. Okay. So now we are in the M5 time frame on day 2. Okay. As you can see, this is our first volume here. Price dropped. Okay. Came back here, dropped. Came back here, dropped. Came back here, dropped. Now, if you go to your lower time frame, you can see more candlesticks. It will be more clearer for you to identify certain moves. As we know, in H1 we saw this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we saw this first volume, second volume, third volume. All right, saw this, and in the lower time frame, just in this area, we already see many attempts of volumes. Okay, now watch this carefully. This is how you enter. You open your lower time frame, first volume, second volume. As you can see here, price came up, pushed down, came up, pushed down, came up, pushed down, came up, pushed down. This indicates that price is compressing to go down. All right, price is compressing to go down. So once price compresses like this, what you guys need to do is, once you see this pattern, you can enter for a sell. All right, this is how I trade. Okay, I don't use fancy zones. All I use is my eyes. I see, I enter, I mark, I enter. I read the candlesticks. All right, first, second, you have this now. You enter for a sell. And then what happened? Boom. This is one of my trades that I give in my channel. Okay? Boom. Okay? Simple. Again, what price is doing now? Pushed up, pushed down again. Ooh, okay? Okay? As you can see, this low here is not been taken up. So we wait. Pushed up, pushed down again. Okay, this is a volume. Now, push down, price came up, push down, came up, push down. As you can see, price is just compressing it down. Volume after volume after volume, all right? Now, once you see all this, what you can do is, you can mark your volume area, which is here, okay? And also here. What happened was, when price came up here, it came down, okay? This is just a thought, all right? This is just the way I trade. Sometimes, as you can see, this week, take this week, and boom, you already got a volume zone. So once price came down, it just dumped down. So this is all a volume zone that you guys have to look for, all right? So hope this is clear. I'll see you guys in another video.